Welcome back. Legitimately, welcome back. Because we're back.
It's
Are we
been a
back,
bit.
Ben?
Yeah, we're back.
We've
We're
said this
back.
before. We've said this before, but it feels real this time. It's the Dad Bod Golf Pod. We're back and we're ready to crank this thing up and start pumping out a lot more consistent content. We'll talk about the schedule and everything as it moves forward, but I want to jump right into the topics, especially if the algorithm got you in the YouTube search. I want to talk about what the YouTube search says we're going to talk about, and that's Michael Block in the YGT and the famous video clip at the end of episode 2 that's kind of gone viral. It's
I'd call it famous hot mic.
Hot mic. There you go.
Because
it's led to apologies and all kind of stuff. I'm going to play the clip. And if you've been watching the YGT, this was at the end of round 2. Michael Block was on Grant Horvat's team. He was eliminated. And you remember, Ben, they were like, at the end of it, Grant's like, where's Michael Block? Did he leave? And they're like, well, his clubs are still in the bag. They were setting it up. He was nowhere to be seen at the end. And then you hear this.
Came here for 9 holes. 9 holes. 9 holes. I just came here. 9 holes. Are you kidding me right now? I came here and played 9 great holes and I'm going home. Nine holes. Are you kidding me right now?
Ben, in case you were wondering, he played 9 holes.
It's a missed opportunity for you now to play the Allen Iverson. We're talking about practice.
All right, so let me set this up really quick, and then we'll jump in. So the YGT, obviously, this is going to be the first time we've talked about it, but a lot of you guys that are listening and probably found this page have been watching it. So we're kind of jumping in the middle, but after round 2, they had an elimination for this first event. And what stinks is apparently the captain's picks, which Michael Block was one, they only get the one event, I think. And then they bring in new captain's picks each event. So he legitimately showed up fresh off of missing the cut at the PGA Championship, I believe.
Yep.
And he did play.
Like he was wearing the same clothes.
I think he did. I think he wore the same Sunday outfit, or not Sunday, the same Friday outfit.
Yeah.
Showed up to Pursell Farms, and he only played 9 holes. That was it. They played their 9 holes of alternate shot and kind of got beat in dramatic fashion, and then he kind of had that whole meltdown. They put that video clip up, and then I want to get your reaction to that first. Give me your reaction to the clip of Michael Block and the way it was portrayed, and then we'll talk about the apology.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and walk you. This is going to be a little bit of a long explanation. And the reason being is because you watch these things as they're released. I troll Twitter and social media and message boards and all that. And I'm the ADD guy that watches clips first. So I saw this probably 3 days prior to actually watching the YGT event, watching that episode. Episode 2, I think is what it is. And so I immediately went down the road of, I don't like Michael Block in the first place because I think he's kind of I don't like his like showboating, and he looks like a WWE wrestler out there on the senior tour. Like he's trying to get the crowd into it. It looks awkward. It doesn't look original. He hasn't done it when he's played PGA Tour events, but these Champion Tour events, he's been a little goofy. He's been a little different. It's almost been for the show. So I immediately was like, well, stupid, you knew what you were signing up for. Like I knew the format of episode 2. So I was like, it was only 9 holes. It was alternate shot. Like
that was on the table.
Yeah. Like it's not like they shocked you and said, oh, we're only playing 9 today, and there's a chance you may get eliminated. Like all that was told to you as being the wild card pick to bring in, I would think. I mean, I haven't seen any statements from him since, but then I watched the episode and he missed a few putts, which he was frustrated already. And then it came down to the end, and the way, like you said, in dramatic fashion, that they got beat or got put into third place and not advance with, I mean, a ball from 290 in, and they make eagle on a 3-wood that they stick it to within, I don't know, 12, 15 feet and make a swinger downhill for eagle. So that eliminates, or at least puts them in third, and they need the third group to basically 4-putt in order to come in second. And that didn't happen. And so then they show the end of it, and I'm like, okay, so this isn't for show. He's clearly frustrated because, as you just said, Grant comes up and goes, "We lost Block. Like, I don't know where Block is." And that's because he had basically, and if any of you have ever been to Pursell Farms, it's almost like he went up there under the pavilion to blow off some steam and grab a beer and started basically ranting on his own mic to himself. It didn't seem like he was talking to somebody. It was like, man, came down here for 9 free after not making, after basically shooting my way out of a tournament in the pro field. Now I come here and I can't even make putts.
He kept saying it was the same putt. He kept saying, like, I'm basically missed the same putt twice. It felt like to me, first of all, I kind of found him entertaining. Some of the positive self-talk stuff got kind of annoying.
No, during the YouTube video, I find him entertaining. I don't like watching him on tour. YouTube stuff, like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm probably the same way. He was very entertaining. And
he totally changed my mind in this episode about him, honestly. Yeah, because the way he talked himself through shots and that kind of stuff, and I thought it was great coming off of par 4, the Georgia par 4, going to the par 3,
16.
And 16. And they say you get nervous, and he was like, no, only in front of people. Like, when I'm by myself, I'm cool, but. Or just me and my caddy. Like, that was relatable. Like, how many of us have been on the tee box when a group comes up behind you? It's like, great. Now I got to watch it. Where you're fine with your buddies. You're going to, like you've told me before, hey, you're going to hit, 16 fairways today, Ben. And all of a sudden a group of people come up and I duck hook one, which never happens. So I found that relatable. That kind of stuff's relatable. I just don't. So I completely changed my mind watching the episode about Michael Block, as opposed to seeing that first and knowing his history on tour.
Like, I think he could I think he could be a YouTuber.
Yeah, good.
And I'd probably watch.
Yeah. He needs to become a regular. Like, they need to invite him to more. I mean, he's out now. He's been eliminated. He won't be a regular on this one. But
and now, I mean, they probably soured any relationship they have with him by airing that. And what I felt like, do you feel it's really hard to say that they did this intentionally, but it almost made it seem like he was mad at the way that was portrayed and it clipped. It almost seemed like he thought it was a joke that he came down there to play in this thing for 9 holes. Like he almost, like, he either didn't know, or I can't believe I legitimately came down here to only play 9 holes. Like, I can't believe they asked me to do this. Like, it almost came off that way. Like, maybe that's what they were trying to portray, or that's just the way it was executed.
No, that's the way I took it, because I saw the clip first.
Well, that's the way I took it, and I saw the whole thing leading up to it. Wow. So, and then the apology, which we can talk about that right now before we switch topics. But Grant, which Block was on Grant's team.
Yeah.
Grant issues this apology on Twitter. It says, after reflecting on the Michael Block situation at the end of part 2, myself and the team at YGT want to apologize. Our intention was to show the raw emotion of what YGT means and how badly the participants want to perform well. Michael Block showed great leadership, blah, blah, a ton of positivity. Ultimately, we made a mistake by leaving the last segment in the video. For that, we apologize to Michael Block and anyone who didn't find the clip tasteful.
You didn't do the wrong thing. You needed to leave that in there. That was good. That was good audio. That was good for the brand.
That was like the Marvel post-credit teaser.
Yes,
is what that was.
It honestly, it was. Like, I understand he maybe personally feel attacked or feel like he was snowed by a bunch of YouTube golfers that they got him out there and then they left the cameras rolling. But bro, welcome to YouTube golf. I mean, anytime I've seen any of these episodes of anything YouTube wise, like they have creative editing, but they leave a lot of stuff in there. I mean, you and I have talked about that with stuff that, you know, we've seen from Bob Does Sports to, I mean, anything that when these guys get out there, that's part of the realism. That's part of what we all can, you know, I guess relate to. Whereas, I mean, you and I have said we wish they would mic up more players on tour. I mean, I know players don't want to do that, but I wish they would do that on tour. That's why YouTube golf is doing so well, is because you get to see that side of them, because we've all been there. As I said on that relatable thing with people watching when you tee off or watching when you putt and you get nervous. We all face that at a club member or member guest or something of that nature when people are around us and having to perform, because we're not used to doing that. And so when that stuff gets wired up and used, I wish Grant wouldn't have issued the apology. I wish Michael Block, they would have just gone to him and said, hey, we're leaving it in there. You need to know this. Your team maybe need to come up with a defense or a.
Well, do you think that the reason they had to issue the apology is because they didn't let Michael Block know that was going to be in there?
I don't think they had to let him. It's their show. I think that they did, and he got word of it. And he was like, "This is BS. You shouldn't have."
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I don't think they.
I don't.
Clearly, they didn't let him know that was going to be in there.
No, they did. No, I don't.
And I'm not saying they necessarily are required to let him know.
No, they're not. As soon as he signed his paperwork to come on board, I mean, it probably was like everything you say will be recorded. I mean, I would assume just about and whether that's YouTube golf or YouTube basketball or YouTube interviews, they're like, look, you're rolling from the time that mic goes on you. I mean, I'm sorry, you need to know that, because
you don't think there's any because it's on. You know what I mean? Like it's on. Yeah. Like you don't think there's anything that's off limits? Like what if you're in the bathroom or whatever?
Not off limits. Only time you're off limits is if your daughter or wife calls while you're on the course and you got to answer it. That's personal conversation.
I mean, nothing's off limits. Nothing's off limits.
It probably says that I would love to see a copy of the contract that they have to sign, because he's not. If this is one of the Bryan brothers or one of the other YouTube golfers, they're not shocked at all. I mean, think about, what was it, Quan, that overslept?
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. That guy got murdered online for what he did. And he's still out there with them because he understands that's part of it. Like you got to take the bad with the good, because once you strap those mics on and those cameras start following you, I'm sorry, your life is open to everything.
Yeah.
And if Quan can come through this and play on friggin' Grant's team, then Michael Block's going to be fine.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be fine from this. I wonder I wonder how that whole dynamic happened, like that led to the apology. Clearly to me, he wasn't aware that was going to be in there. And
Michael Block's agent called.
Probably catching a little grief for it. You know, maybe seeming ungrateful or whatever, because that's kind of how I took it. And now I don't think it was necessarily that way. I think he was just legitimately like, and he repeats himself a lot. Like, remember whenever he found out he was going to be playing with Rory?
Oh yeah.
A couple of years ago, he would repeat the same thing over and over again. Like that's just kind of his thing. Like he just does that. So it's kind of crazy. Really fun 2 episodes. When you're watching this episode, the finale of the first event has released. I'm sure if you're like any of us, you're probably not going to be able to watch all however many hours it is straight through. So we'll have a finale recap on Wednesday. But I want to talk about just how you feel so far through the first 2 rounds, the format, the course, the guys that they picked.
Yeah.
Any surprises, anything like that. So kind of, I'll open it up to you. Like overall, let's start with the course. Obviously, Pursell Farms.
That's easy for us because you and I've played it.
Yeah.
And used to play it a lot. I mean, at one point in time, you had to have a special invite. It was kind of like what they were. Like there would not be more than probably 3 groups on the entire course, because it was university test ground and all that kind of stuff. So the history behind it, if you guys get a chance, if you don't know what we're talking about, just Google Pursell Farms and look at the history of it.
I'll say this, Ben, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I've never seen that course play like that. I've never seen it play that firm ever. Like,
yeah, I have.
You have? I've never played it, and I've played it in the summer too. I've never seen it play. Like, they were hitting balls on one that were rolling for 60 yards.
Yeah, I've seen it play like that before. I mean, because I'm a low ball hitter, so I've loved it because I've hit some of the longest drives I've ever hit.
Okay.
On that course.
It was phenomenal though. Like the greens, everything about it was incredible. And it's a cool course too, because I think there's a lot of birdie opportunities.
Yes.
It's still tough, but there's a lot of birdie opportunities. And then number 5 is just spectacular. And it's watching those guys kind of struggle over what to hit and all that kind of stuff. The long par 3 down the hill. I thought the course was phenomenal. Like A+.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's always in great shape. I mean, you heard a couple of the guys say, this is, this is phenomenal. This is what a great track. I mean, you hear them say it constantly. Like the guys have never been here, like especially the foreign guys, like the British guys, Australian guys. And it's by far one of the funnest courses I've ever played, aesthetically, as well as just quality golf. Now, a couple of them did make reference to it, and they're right. Some of the fairways, or you could land planes on, like you shouldn't be missing fairways out there because they are. But that's part of the experience. Like they want you to have fun playing golf, and then they either lengthen it or use undulations and elevation to.
I will say it's wide, but I wonder if the actual playable fairway is wide. Do you know what I mean by that? Like,
no, I do.
It's wide, but like if you hit to the right 25%, it's going to bound into the rough.
Yes.
So like, is the actual fairway that wide? I don't know. You're not going to lose a lot of balls out there. So it's very friendly. The cast so far, I guess the teams are permanent. The wild card stuff, I guess, is still up for grabs from this event to the next event.
Yeah.
What do you think about the guys so far? Anybody that you didn't necessarily know very well that now you're like, man, I like that guy? Or did anybody shock you as far as like, I don't know, maybe how good they played or how bad they played?
The thing is, I'm terrible with names. The two guys that I really enjoyed, and I think it was more their humor than anything, are the 2 Australian guys,
Taco and Toombs.
Yes,
those guys are great. That's a great group.
They're
not the lads, but they're in like that group with Quan and everybody. Like it's just Taco Golf, and then I don't exactly know what group Toombs is a part of, but I agree they were phenomenal. Taco does the swing impressions, and his swing in general is freaking unbelievable.
Well, the other reason I like him is because I don't think going into this, you watch more YouTube golf than I do. I don't remember seeing these guys. Like these guys
are sort of just now started to come on the scene.
Okay. And so I've learned to like them through the first couple episodes than like anybody else. Grant is who I think Grant is. So, I mean, and if anything, I probably solidified my like and enjoyment of their game of the Bryan brothers more. Just because they seem like they're more front and center with this particular series than they have been in others. And so I like them. The British guy that made the putt,
Pete
on 18. Yeah,
Peter Finch.
Yeah, Finchy. I just like his. If you will hear him, only because he
has little quips.
Yes,
that are phenomenal.
He makes little comments here and there that kind of get washed out by some of the loud, boisterous guys.
Yeah,
and he's one that if you'll just next time you watch an episode, just listen to what he says.
His self-deprecating comments that sound so proper are hilarious to me. They get me every time. I got to be honest.
And like he made a comment on a couple of different putts. He said it's not offensively breaking. Like that's such a proper word. I've never looked and said, Kyle, that shot's a little too offensive for you to make. Like he says stuff like that I think's hilarious because we don't have anybody in our groups that talk like that. Number one, so just we probably think of him like Northerners think when they hear our Southern sayings whenever we're out on a golf course.
Sure.
Us listening to him is probably like how they feel when they hear us chirping each other when like a Northerner comes to visit. So, but that's been some of it gets a little boring at times because I think they're trying to show a lot of the personalities. It's because sometimes I'm like, okay, we don't have to see him ride all the way to the next shot. Like you guys could have just edited that out and we could have just seen the next shot. But for the most,
I want to hear everything Wesley says. Like his humor is phenomenal to me.
Yes.
Like,
well, that's where I was talking about the Bryan brothers. Like it's almost like I'm falling in love with him more.
So do you remember Sam? He's one of those, it's Luke Quan, it's Sam, Taco, and Toombs. And Sam was on Grant's team and he got benched for block.
Yep.
But Sam has a lot because Sam and he playing with Chance Taylor, the country guy from Virginia?
Yes.
And he couldn't understand anything.
That dude is so country, by the way.
He couldn't understand anything Chance was saying. He said, and he go, Paulden. And it's funny anyway, because he's a Korean guy with a New Zealand accent. So that's funny in and of itself. I like Chance a lot. Okay. Chance is entertaining. And I've thought his shtick was goofy. Like wasn't crazy about it, but in a setting like that, I actually enjoyed it. And he hit some really cool shots, and he can shape the ball a lot of different ways. And he was a baller. Like he was one of the best players out there in both sessions, round one, episode 1 and episode 2. I was a little shocked at two things. Oh, and I want to say this is politically correct as I can and not hurt any feelings, but I was surprised how bad Josh Kelly was. Trick shots golf guy.
Yeah.
I was surprised, and it was almost like everybody knew it too. Like everybody was like, ooh, like Josh Kelly, watch out. He's going to be the last pick. He actually wasn't the last pick. He really struggled. Roger Steele also really struggled.
Which is funny because the last time I saw Roger play was
at the YouTube Internet Invitational.
Yeah.
And he was freaking awesome.
Yes. And so, and that was on Eastlake. And like, it's a course you and I have seen.
There's that one, but he also played in the Barstool one.
Yes.
And he was partnered with Paige, and they just beat everybody. Like he killed everybody they played against. Like the whole show.
Maybe he's just off here. I don't know. Maybe he's struggling with his game right now. He clearly is not the same guy that I've seen play. I mean, at the Atlanta Athletic Club, Eastlake, wasn't he in it at the end? Like he had an opportunity to win the thing.
I can't remember. I know he hits it a long way. He hits it a ton.
No, he made it to the play where there were like 3 of them on 18, and then he shot himself out of it. Like he was there he almost won the thing. Yeah. And so, I'm a little shocked at his.
I want to see more of him though. I like Roger.
Well, he did good on alternate shot follow because he was having to pump up Wesley, and who was having his mental gymnastics out there in the fairway on going for it, because he was gonna lay up with a 7-iron. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Oh yeah.
He's like,
"Why would you do that?"
He's like, "You're a professional golfer." He was like,
"I would," and it's 100. And he's like, "It's 174 yards."
He said it's 175 yard width up here. He was like, "What is your problem?" So I like Roger. Would be great to have like on the course for a real tournament.
No doubt. And he's playing. So let's skip forward to the finale. So we talked about, which I'm actually excited to see. I've actually started to watch some of it, so I'm not going to give out any spoilers yet.
I was going to say I've seen none of it, so don't give anything away.
You got Brad Dahlke's team versus Wesley Bryan's team, and it's going to be a 1v1 matches.
Yeah.
And Ben, here's what's crazy. It's stroke play. It's not match play.
I know. I like the stroke play.
I like that brings some interesting aspects into it.
That brings triples in.
Yeah, it does. It does. And a lot of doubles. Like it's going to, doubles are not going to be that hard, especially out there. If you hit it in the water, whatever. On 5, like you could easily double 5. Like super easy. Like that's a tough hole.
Well, like you and I were just talking about, yeah, the fairways are wide, but you get up there around the greens. You and I have talked about. Well, I mean, it looks like they got the greens rolling pretty fast. I don't know what
they're blazing.
They looked way faster than like what I've played. I've played them fast like that one time, and it was because they were just dried out and they were the bent grass, and so they were super slick. I've never played them at that fast. Just the way they were putting their backstroke, I was like, these things are just scorching, especially downhill.
I want you to give me your predictions. I want you to give me your prediction. I'm not going to give one because it's kind of tainted. Even though at the point I'm at right now,
I don't even know the pairings on this.
It's pretty even. I can't tell you the pairings because that spoils it. So that they don't give pairings, but it's kind of cool what they do. Like they go back and forth. So like Brad will, since Wesley's team won, he doesn't have to lay down the first player. So Brad's going to lay down 3 players and Wesley's going to lay down 2, and the other team has a chance to match it. So Brad's going to throw somebody out there. Wes matches it. Wes throws somebody out there. Brad matches it. And that's how they come up with their matchups. But I will say this, they're all really even.
Okay.
So they're all really even before they tee off. Let's just go
from what I've seen these first 2 episodes, if I had to guess, I may go with Brad's team.
So you got Brad, Sean Walsh, who's a super underrated. You have Peter Finch.
Yep.
And you have
Peter's just solid. He's gonna hit fairways and hit greens.
God, who was their Ben? Who was their bonus guy? He's the one that hit the 3-wood. What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
They got Garrett Clark.
Yeah.
Ben Haddon.
That's right.
Haddon, yeah. So that's their team. They're solid. Brad's solid. Brad almost won a DP World Tour event.
I know.
Recently.
That's another guy's move. We talked about block schedule. I mean,
yeah,
he shot this and then literally jumped on a plane and went overseas to play a European Tour event.
It's crazy.
Because
we're going to talk about
what was it shot 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago?
It was right after the PGA Championship. So
yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Of weeks.
God, no, that's like 2 months ago, right? The PGA Championship was in May.
Yeah, it was in May.
So just for July.
Yeah. So he had a little bit of week. So yeah, Brad's playing good golf. So and he's solid. It's gonna be interesting to see this final $25,000 up for grabs.
There you go.
Freaking YouTube golf.
Crazy. Crazy, but it's a lot of fun. So we're going to have a recap episode on Wednesday talking about the finale and then where everything goes from here. So, Ben, you got 2 days.
How disappointed is Grant that he's not in the final group? Because this was like, wasn't he and the Brian? This was like their baby. This was like their idea.
I mean, George is out too.
Yeah, George's team play like crap, man.
Yeah, he had that guy. His wild card pick. I've never heard of this guy before, and I can't pronounce his last name, so we're just going to call him JP.
Yeah,
he started off and he missed like 2 3-footers for par right off the bat, and then George missed one. Yeah, they didn't play good. Good. So they got a lot of improving to do as this tour goes on. So we'll recap it. We'll have some fun. Thank y'all for joining us. It's fun to be back, and we're going to keep pumping it out. Make sure you follow us on all socials, Dad Bod and Golf Pod. We'll start throwing out some social content as well, anywhere you get Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that stuff. So we'll talk again very, very soon. We're out of here.